At Shah Laran, the most expensive restaurant in Dallas, a wealthy businessman named Richard Blackstone III threw his coffee in a biker's face and laughed. "Get out of my restaurant, you filthy animals," he sneered. 20 minutes later, he was begging for mercy. Marcus Bull Thompson and 5 bikers had walked in wearing their leather cuts, politely informing the hostess that they had a reservation. Thompson, party of 6. The hostess sneered, insisting there must be a mistake. "No mistake," Bull said calmly. "We're here for my daughter's engagement dinner." That's when Richard Blackstone III, a $300 million real estate mogul with an ego twice that size, stood up and announced, "You're contaminating my air." The restaurant fell silent. Bull remained composed. "We're just here for dinner," he said. Blackstone laughed. "Not in my restaurant." When one of the bikers, Rex, pointed out that Blackstone didn't own the place, the man smirked. "I own the building and the bank that holds its loan." He strutted over with his bodyguard, mocking them as animals, accusing them of being drug dealers and criminals. Bull's jaw tightened. "Sir, we're veterans here for a family dinner." "I don't care if you're the Pope," Blackstone replied cruelly. "Trash doesn't eat where I eat." At that moment, Bull's daughter, Emma, returned from the restroom in her best dress. "Dad, what's happening?" she asked, confused. Blackstone's eyes scanned her up and down. "This pretty thing is your daughter." "Must have gotten her looks from her mother." "Certainly not from you animals," he sneered. Bull warned him quietly. "Don't talk to my daughter." "Or what?" Blackstone mocked. "You'll prove you're the animal I say you are?" He grabbed his coffee and threw it directly into Bull's face. Hot liquid dripped down Bull's beard and vest, staining the patches that meant everything to him. "There," Blackstone said smugly. "I just improved your smell." The room froze. Bull smiled dangerously. "Rex, make the call." Blackstone laughed. "Calling more biker trash? I'll have you all arrested." 10 minutes later, the roar of 200 motorcycles filled the street outside Shah Laran. The bikers didn't enter. They just revved their engines in unison, shaking the windows. Bull showed Blackstone his phone. "You just assaulted a veteran on camera." Blackstone scoffed. "So what?" Bull's tone darkened. "So now everyone knows who you are. Richard Blackstone, 4827 Mockingbird Lane. Wife Patricia. Son at Yale. Daughter in Connecticut." Panic flickered across Blackstone's face. "Are you threatening my family?" he asked. "No," Bull said evenly. "We don't hurt innocents. But we make sure the world knows what kind of man you are." Rex held up his phone. 50,000 people are watching this live." Blackstone paled. "You're live streaming this?" "Every motorcycle club in America is watching," Tank said. "That's what Code Black means." Blackstone's phone rang. Channel 7 News, then the Dallas Morning News, then his wife, his business partners, his country club. "Make it stop," he begged. "Can't stop the internet," Bull replied. Outside, the 200 bikers had gone silent, each one holding a small American flag. Customers began recording through the windows. "Those are veterans out there," someone whispered. "My God, he attacked veterans," said another. The restaurant manager approached, sweating. "Mr. Blackstone, I need you to leave." "What?" "I eat here every week." "Not anymore," the manager said firmly. "We don't serve people who attack veterans." Even his bodyguard stepped away. "My brother's a Marine. I'm done." "You work for me," Blackstone shouted. "Not anymore," the man replied, walking out. Bull stood. "Here's what happens now," he said. "You're going to apologize to every veteran here." "Never." Blackstone spat. "Then 200 bikers will legally follow you everywhere you go," Bull warned. "That's stalking." "No," Rex said. "That's riding on public roads," Tank added. "Imagine going to work with 200 motorcycles behind you." Another biker said, "Every meeting, every golf game, every dinner. All perfectly legal," Bull said. "Just exercising our freedom to ride." Blackstone's phone buzzed nonstop. His company stock was already falling. "This is extortion," he screamed. "No," Bull said. "This is consequences." Emma stepped forward. "Mr. Blackstone, my father served 3 tours in Afghanistan. Rex lost his leg in Iraq. Tank pulled 17 people from the Twin Towers on 9/11. These aren't animals, they're heroes you just insulted." One by one, other diners stood up. "I'm a veteran too," said an elderly man. "Korea, Vietnam," said another. "Desert Storm," added a woman in a business suit. Soon half the restaurant was standing, all veterans or their families. "You insulted all of us," the old man said. Blackstone's phone rang again. He looked at it, pale. "It's the board of directors," he whispered. Bull smiled. "Better answer that." The voice on the other end roared, "You're suspended immediately. You've destroyed our reputation." Blackstone dropped his phone. His empire was collapsing in real time. "Please," he begged Bull, "make it stop." Bull's answer was simple. "Apologize." Blackstone hesitated, then broke. "I'm sorry," he mumbled. "Louder," Bull ordered. "I'm sorry for insulting veterans," he said, tears in his eyes. "And for throwing my drink," Rex added. "And for calling you animals," Tank reminded him. Outside, the bikers began to leave one by one. The live stream ended, but the damage was done. Within hours, the video had 10 million views. Blackstone's face became a meme. How to destroy your life in 20 seconds. That night, Emma finally had her engagement dinner in peace. The manager comped their meal and donated $10,000 to a veterans charity. The Iron Riders became famous as the club that destroyed a billionaire without throwing a single punch. Bull kept his coffee-stained vest as a reminder. Sometimes the best revenge isn't violence, he'd say. It's letting a man destroy himself while the world watches. A year later, Bull received a letter from Oklahoma. It was from Blackstone. "I'm sorry," he wrote. "I was everything you said I wasn't, an animal. You showed more restraint than I ever could. Real power isn't money, it's brotherhood, honor, and knowing when not to fight." Bull framed the letter in the clubhouse. Beneath a photo from that night, 200 bikers holding American flags outside Shalaran while a millionaire begged for mercy inside. The caption read, "The night we won without fighting." Every year the Iron Riders returned to the restaurant toasting with coffee, but never